Hello everyone, welcome back to Soccer Showdown. Joe Archino here as always with Martino Puccio, and we are going to get right into things. Today we had our quarterfinal wrap-up of the first leg in Martino. Start things off with, of course, I think the biggest winner of the quarterfinal so far, and that is Juventus. Juventus gets it done against Barcelona 3-0. Now, it's kind of funny, just a few weeks ago, we come onto the set, we talk about Barcelona getting thrashed 4-0 by PSG. Now Juve kind of does a similar one. Last time we kind of thought Barca was going to turn it around. Do we think the same this time?
No, and it's not any disrespect to what Barca did, but this is a totally different animal with Juve. We talked about it in the preview last week on how Juve was probably the worst matchup possible for Barcelona. It's the best defense in the world against probably the best offense in the world. And I showed that, Juve's defense shut them out at home. Best possible result, aside from a 4-0. 3-0 was huge. Dybala looked like he was just on the level of Messi and Neymar. And it was a great win for Juve going into Camp Nou next week.
Let's turn over to their rival in the league, obviously, Real Madrid with a huge win on the road against Bayern Munich. Obviously, Bayern's got some circumstances. Lewandowski did not play. But Ronaldo, he delivers a brace and gets them a huge win. We kind of look, and Barcelona looks like with Juve's defense, it's very unlikely that they will come back. Real Madrid, Bayern was probably their biggest competitor left in this competition. If Real is able to get through this next one, do you see them going back to the final and winning it again?
I think it's all going to depend also on who they play in the semifinals, but I think this was probably best result possible again. They get the 2 away goals. Ronaldo seemed to get hurt right at the end of the match. Their trainers were checking on him, so we're going to find out later on what's the deal with that. But I think not having Lewandowski, they took advantage of it. They played great. I know Bayern was down a man after Javi Martinez got the 2 yellows. They still grinded it out. It's not that big of a deal, but they're going to have to show up big time and score first at the Bernabeu next week.
Let's go now to our next match, and this one kind of had a little bit of circumstances overriding the actual game. That is Monaco against Borussia Dortmund. A bomb attack against one of the buses on the team, which pushed this match to today. Now, obviously, Monaco is able to pull out a 3-2 win. Now, I think a lot of us kind of looked at Monaco knocking off Manchester City in the previous round and being one of the surprise teams. Now they get it done against Borussia Dortmund, and they deliver 3 goals in a very, very tough place to play. What did you think from their performance?
I think we're not giving them enough credit, and even myself included. They were thrashing Man City. They scored a ton of goals in Manchester. And then even this week, they're in Borussia. They scored 3, and they missed a penalty again, too. So it could have been 4. It would have been much worse. I know it's still just a 1-goal difference, but 3 away goals is so big. We talk about away goals all the time with 2 legs like this. I think it was a great performance by Monaco, and I think they have a really good shot at advancing to the next round.
Let's go to our final game on the dock, and that is Leicester City against Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid pulling out a 1-0 victory. Now, Leicester has been sensational in the Premier League as of late. They lose their last match in the Premier League, and now they head into this one and they lose. But I think the way we looked at it, it looked out the way we thought it would. They lose 1-0. The next match will be at the King Power Stadium. Now, last time they were able to turn the tables on Sevilla. They returned home and they won. Is it over for Leicester, or do you think they have enough magic to make it happen?
I don't think it's over. I don't think anything, especially after what we saw from Barca, it's kind of hard to say it's over, especially when the result was only 1-0. But at the same time, do I think it's going to be very difficult to pull out? Yes. They haven't been there at this point in the Champions League ever. So it gets really difficult at this stage in the competition because no matter where you play on the road, it's going to be extremely difficult. I think they do have a decent shot, but Atletico's been there, done that before, and I think they're ready to go play a team like Leicester.
Well, you heard it from the man himself. As always, everyone, thank you for listening to Soccer Showdown. If you want more, you can check us out at soccershowdown.net. Until the next time, Joe Archino, and he's Martino Puccio.